Call, Mr. Alvarez.
Here.
Ms. Gomez.
Here.
Mr. Macarino.
Here.
Ms. Lopez.
Here.
And Mr. Vasquez is here. We're all here. We can all please stand for the flag salute. Mr. Mendez, would you lead us in the flag salute?
Ready, salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Before we get started, do we need anybody that needs interpretation? You're good right now? Good enough. Anyhow, again, welcome. Welcome to our school board meeting. At this time, we're going to move on to 4.0, adoption of the agenda. 4.1, adoption of the agenda is requested as present.
Motion?
We have a motion on the floor.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Mr. Alvarez and second by Ms. Lopez. Is that correct?
Yes.
That being said, board members, have any questions? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That carries 5-0. 5.0, consent calendar. 5.1, approval of the regular board meeting minutes of June 25th, 2024.
Move.
We have a motion on the floor.
Second?
Motion on the floor by Ms. Lopez, second by Mr. Alvarez. Is that correct?
Yes.
That being said, board members have any questions on this item? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That carries 5-0. 5.2, approval of release warrant dated June 27, 2024 in the amount of $354,447.38.
Move.
Second?
We have a motion on the floor and a second. We have a motion on the floor by Ms. Lopez, second by Mr. Alvarez. Is that right?
Yes.
Board members have any questions on this item? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, that carries 5-0. If I'm moving too fast, ladies and gentlemen, let me know, because I have a tendency of just taking off. You can always slow me down. But anyhow, we go to 7.0, people to be heard. 7.1, approval of facility use agreement for the National Junior Basketball League for Farmersville Junior High Gym for basketball practice. Mr. Gonzalez? Go ahead, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity to be able to speak on behalf of our team. So I am part of NJB. I'm the fourth grade all-star coach, as well as a board member of the Visalia chapter for NJB and vice president. And I've been representing Visalia NJB All-Stars for the last 2 years. What we would like to do is have the opportunity to be able to utilize the junior high gym to have practices leading up to a tournament in Southern California. The request is for 4 practices. We would like to utilize the gym to practice 2 nights or 1 night a week on Mondays for roughly 2 hours. Currently, we have 2 Farmersville Unified students that are part of our team. Great kids, and they're actually Mr. Sanchez's kids. It's the principal at the junior high. And we were hoping to be able to utilize those facilities to prepare for our tournament in August in Southern California. We competed earlier this year and did very well in Southern California at our national tournament earlier in March, and we would like to end the season with this last tournament in August.
You think you're, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Mr. Alvarez. Do you have questions?
I think you'd be going beyond just what you have here during the school year, or you're gonna just end it over the summer?
So I would like to eventually be able to extend it past that. Currently, we're only looking at just these dates. Eventually, we would like to be able to provide opportunities to continue expanding past that. This is outside the scope of just Visalia or NJB. This goes into more of the Southern California chapter that plays year-round. A lot of these boys have had a lot of interest in continuing playing year-round, not just playing through the season. They would like to play year-round. Visalia NJB only offers the opportunity to play during the winter, and we would like to give them the opportunity to be able to play year-round as they would like to.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
No further questions?
Ms. Gomez, you have any questions?
How many kids are there on the team?
There's 10 boys on the team.
10 right now, and only 2 of them are from Farmersville?
2 of them are Farmers. Correct.
I don't have any further questions.
Mr. Macarino?
Nothing for me, thank you.
Ms. Lopez?
Is there a fee for them to participate in the team?
There's only a fee for the tournament that we join, and typically that's paid by the parents. So it's about $275 for us to compete in Southern California in this tournament as part of NJB, and each parent's responsible for covering basically their own child's portion of that.
And do you have any recruiting type of things that happen here in Farmersville for this team?
Typically what we'll do is most social media posts. Since Farmersville is not part of a specific NJB location, typically players come from Farmersville to play in Visalia. Same thing from Exeter, Woodlake, Rosie. A lot of the teams don't. Visalia and Tulare tend to be the only ones that really have an NJB league. So we get a lot of the cities, surrounding cities that come in and play as part of our league.
I have no question. Go ahead, you still have a question now?
No.
I have no questions. Do I have a motion?
I motion for, to approve what it is here with the fees and everything, the way it is. 484.38, motion.
We have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
A motion on the floor to cover the fees as stated on here, the 108 for the facility and the custodian fee for 376 for a total of 484.38. Is that correct, Mr. Alvarez?
Yes.
We do have a motion by Mr. Alvarez and second by Mr. Macareno. Board members have any questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? It carries 5-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
8.0, public comment. Members of the public may address the board on any agenda item or other item of interest within the subject matter jurisdiction of the board. Before and during the governing board's consideration of the item, the board is not able to discuss or take action on any item not appearing on the agenda pursuant to policy or board policy. The board may limit individual comments to no more than 3 minutes and individual topics to 20 minutes. Please begin your comments by stating your name.
The board asks that during public comment, everyone be respectful of the speakers. Members of the public shall not interrupt or interject while other person or persons is giving their public comment. During the public comment, there shall be no use of foul language. Should a member of the public have a concern about a specific employee, we ask that you direct those concerns to the superintendent after this meeting so that concerns can be handled through the proper procedures and channels. Please do not use employees or student names during public comment.
Mr. Mendes, do we have any cards?
We do not.
Public, you have an opportunity this time. Do you want to speak? Going once? Pardon? He's loud enough, you can hear him. Oh, yeah. Good enough. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to 8.1. Mr. Mendes?
Good evening, board. I'm excited to announce that on Monday, July 22nd through July 26th, the administrative leadership team will meet to go over ways we can support student and staff success. Our goal is to collaborate, discuss best practices, and plan a successful 24-25 school year. Topics that will be discussed are the mission and vision of the district, our why, with the laser-like focus on academics, fiscal, categorical, and all that comes with it, legal, human resources, and topics to support our school sites. Also, we're very excited to announce Farmersville Unified School District's transformational leadership induction will be held at Farmersville Junior High School Professional Development Room, Monday, July 29th through the 31st from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Our objective is to assist the sites in setting up their site guiding coalitions for the PLCs so that they're ready to present site goals, assist PLTs in setting up their teams to fidelity, and guide their teams to practice PLC tight and not PLC light throughout the school year. And finally, invitation to our school board to attend our annual Welcome Back Staff Breakfast on August 5th from 7:45 to 3 p.m. at the Freedom Cafeteria. We look forward to hosting our Farmersville staff and school board members. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mendes. At this time, we'll move on to 11.0, high school issues. 11.1, approval of Solution Tree PLC at Work Institution on July 17th through 19th, 2024 at Sacramento.
Move.
We have a motion on the floor.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Ms. Lopez, second by Mr. Alvarez. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
That being said, board members have any question on this item? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That carries 5-0. 11.2, approval of state FFA Change Market Summit, or Maker Summit Conference in July 17th through 18th, 2024, California State University, Fresno.
Move.
Motion on the floor.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Ms. Lopez, second by Mr. Macareno. Is that correct?
Yes.
That being said, board members, do you have any questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, that carries 5-0. We go to 12.0, curriculum. 12.1, Children and Youth Behavioral Health Institution, CYBHI, presentation.
We have Mr. Chris Juarez, MTSS coordinator.
He's a fast talker. We're okay.
Within an hour. Hi, everyone. My name is Chris Juarez. I'm the MTSS coordinator with Farmersville Unified School District. Today, I'm going to be presenting on the California Youth Behavioral Health Initiative, which is the capacity grant and the multi-fee payer fee schedule. So I'll kind of go through these slides, and then any questions you guys have, I'll be more than happy to answer. All right. Okay, so CYBHI is a significant 5-year initiative in the state of California that aims to transform support for children, youth, and families through capacity grants and school-linked partnerships. The Department of Healthcare Services is providing $550 million to all California K-12 schools, or $400 million, sorry, and to higher educational institutions like COS, Fresno State, UC, CSUs. This one-time investment is, the goal for the one-time investment is to enhance school-linked behavioral health services and support operational readiness for the statewide multi-payer fee schedule. So I want to go over the fee schedule today and the capacity building grant. They're two different things. The fee schedule is something that the Department of Health has pushed out, and it basically is going to have, it has the Medi-Cal, all private insurances, setting up a schedule for reimbursements for services provided in the school setting. So when your counselors, social workers, psychologists, any student service related practitioner at the school site is providing services to a student, we are to bill the insurance companies through a program that we will be working with, and then we will be receiving a reimbursement within that school year. It's currently being done through Medi-Cal, but now through this new initiative, it would be all insurances in the state of California working together. The capacity building grant is a one-time investment that we're going to be receiving, and it's based off of our ADA. I want to be clear, it is based off ADA because there was questions about why certain districts were receiving more. They're basing it off a formula they've created, and we are going to be receiving at Farmersville Unified $140,000 to be operational ready by January of 2025. So we're working right now to get this all going, to get this situated so we can be ready by January. So we can be ready by January to support our students and to be sustainable for our positions in student services. So here are some of the permissible use of funds for the capacity grant, that $140,000 that we'll be receiving. It's for Medi-Cal enrollment, so we can be working with Medi-Cal services, delivery infrastructure and capacity building, so that means more professional development. We'll be working closely with Tulare County Office of Ed for these professional developments and be going to outside trainings that might be beneficial to support services for our staff. We'll also be working on purchasing an electronic health record system. The prices are varying. I'm waiting for the Office of Ed to send us a list so we can start working to see which provider would be best for us. And then the billing infrastructure. With this comes a lot of additional work, so we're going to be looking for supporting with the billing specialist, someone that can that has Medi-Cal background and support, and we can work together on filing claims for our services. So this is if the LEA accepts some or all the funding. We've been informed to accept all of our funding. For the simple reason is the county doesn't want to hold additional funding for various districts. So one thing that we've done is we're going to be working on an MOU with the County Office of Ed. We're working on the implementation plan. It's actually going to be, it's in the works of being completed. I'll have that completed and send that over to the county very soon. And then documentation, progress reports submitted to the LEA, basically showing what we're using our funding for and how we've been supporting our FUSD students and families. And who's eligible on the billing fee schedule? This has been this is an ongoing changing right now. This is where it's at. School psychologists, school social workers, PPS or non-PPS, school counselors, credentialed school nurses, licensed clinical social workers, licensed family therapists, and AOD specialists. At Farmersville Unified, we currently have school psychs, school social workers, PPS and non-PPS, school counselors, and credentialed nurses. So all of those individuals would be able to bill at various fees and bring in revenue for our district. And this is somewhat tied, well, this is tied to the California Community Schools Grant. I want everyone to understand this is, after the Community Schools Grant is gone in 5 years, this is a way to sustain those positions that we have. So, I mean, various districts are going different ways about this. You can build up through your payer fee schedule to support the services you already have in place, or you can continue to get more service providers in. It's really up to the district, and we'll see how we do after the first year with our billing. And now I'll open it up to questions.
Mr. Alvarez?
Yeah, we're good.
What type of training will our staff be taking in order to learn how to document inside of the medical record? And will we be doing our own billing, or are you gonna be using a third party to do the actual billing?
Yeah, so currently right now we use MBT, which is a third-party billing company. We're gonna phase them out. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna purchase our own electronic health record system, and we're gonna work directly with the County Office of Ed on building the capacity of our student service team so they can bill appropriately. Proper documentation, making sure they're billing the right codes.
That's my background, that's what I do.
Okay. Well, we might be calling you then.
So it'll, okay, that's really good to know and to see. With this company, because there's gonna be, it requires specific training.
Mhm.
So, is that going to be more, are we gonna have to, pay out more, or is that gonna be all included in this?
So I'm waiting to get the quotes from the different electronic health records companies, because some are including the trainings with it, some are not.
Okay, on how to use
But
your
I'm
system.
I'm waiting. In a perfect world, we would use what the county uses
Mhm.
because we could all partner together.
Yeah,
But based on ADA, prices are different.
Yeah.
So we need to understand we're not a large district, but we're also not the smallest district either.
mhm.
But I want to tie into what the county has. So then for PDs, we can all do it together and we don't have to incur the cost.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay. No further questions. Thank you.
Mr. Macareno?
Nothing for me, thank you.
Ms. Lopez?
About how many positions would have to be added, or is that positions we already currently have?
Yeah, these are already positions that we have. These would be all of our counselors that we currently have and our social workers that we put through the California Community Schools Grant, and our school psychologists who we already have as well.
And as far as our billing also?
Yeah, these would all be positions we already have.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be up to us if we notice down the road we have a lot of revenue, if we want to create or if we want to sustain.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
Mr. Waters, I have nothing, but thank you for the presentation.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Thank you.
At this time, we move on to 12.2, approval of Beyond SST contract.
Move.
Motion on the floor.
Second,
We have a motion on the floor by Ms. Lopez, second by Ms. Gomez. Is that correct?
Yes.
That being said, board members, do you have any more questions in regards to this? If not, all in favor say aye. All opposed? It carries 5-0. We move on to 12.3, approval of Navigate 360, Suite 360.
Motion.
Motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I did.
Okay, sorry about that, Ms. Lopez. We have a motion on the floor by Mr. Alvarez, second by Ms. Lopez. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Board members have any questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, that carries 5-0. 12.4, approval of CSC Live SCIS Conference on October 9th through the 11th, 2024 in Anaheim.
Move.
We have a motion on the floor.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Ms. Lopez, second by Mr. Alvarez. Is that correct?
Yes.
That being said, board members have any question on this item? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That carries 5-0. Rosemary, did you get all that? 12.5, approval of contract renewal with Tulare County Office of Education for SALPAL Program Specialist for 2024-2025.
Move.
Motion on the
Second.
floor. Was that second by you, Mr. Alvarez?
Me.
Macaroni.
Correct, Mr. Macareno, thank you. Ms. Lopez, motion, Mr. Macareno, second that. Board members have any questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, that carries 5-0. 12.6, approval of agreement 240642 for Special Friends Program 2023 through 2024.
Motion.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Mr. Alvarez, second by Ms. Lopez, is that correct?
Yes.
Board members have any questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, that carries 5-0. Excuse me. Approval of agreement 250323 for Tulare County Office of Education, ERS, CBNIC, Mathematic 2024-2025, Freedom Elementary.
Move.
We have a motion on the floor.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Mrs. Lopez, second by Mr. Macareno, is that correct?
Yes.
Board members have any questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, that carries 5-0. Moving to 12.8, approval agreement 240166 for Tulare County Office of Education, College and Career Technician, Technical Educational Incentive Grant, 2024-2025, Round 8, amendment.
Move.
We have a motion on the floor.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Ms. Lopez, second by Mr. Macareno, is that correct?
Yes.
Board members, do you have any questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, that carries 5-0. 12.9, approval of 2024-2025 California Teaching Fellows Foundation Agreement.
Motion.
Second.
Who motion?
Me.
John.
Mr. Alvarez?
Yes.
Ms. Lopez, you second?
Yes.
We have a motion on the floor by Mr. Alvarez, second by Ms. Lopez. That being said, board members have any questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, that carries 5-0. You still with me there, Ms. Rosemary? Thank you. 13.0 personnel, 13.1 approval of certificated personnel, item 13.1.1 through item 13.1.9.
Move.
We have a motion on the floor.
Second.
Mr. Alvarez, second.
We have a motion on the floor by Ms. Lopez, second by Mr. Alvarez. Is that correct?
Yes.
That being said, board members have any question on this item? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That carries 5-0. 13.2, approval of classified personnel, item 13.2.1 through item 13.2.2.
Move.
You have a motion on the floor.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Ms. Lopez, second by Ms. Gomez. Is that correct?
Yes.
Board members have any question on this item? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That carries 5-0. 13.3, approval extracurriculum activity coaching personnel, item 13.3.1 through item 13.3.4.
Move.
Have a motion on the floor.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Ms. Lopez, second by Mr. Alvarez. Is that correct?
Yes.
That being said, board members have any questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, that carries 5-0. 13.4, personnel action report, information only. Mr. Alvarez, have any questions?
No.
Ms. Gomez, any questions?
No.
Mr. Macareno, any questions?
Oh, no, sorry.
Back to Ms. Gomez, you had a question?
Do you have another? My only questions is to just see if we're on board with our summer projects and stuff, or if everything's going okay and we're ready to, yeah, to go back. If you're coming across anything, or if there's anything we need to be notified on. Okay, thank you. Sorry, thanks.
Mr. Macareno?
I don't see, on our agenda, or we could put on our next agenda, what we're gonna do about the leadership position we were talking about the last meeting.
The which one?
The clerk position in particular.
Okay, we can bring that up in the information
If we
that,
could just,
Board is
put it
requesting.
up for action, that we could just get it behind us.
Oh, we're not at that part yet.
Oh, we're not there yet?
No,
Oh, I'm
not yet.
sorry.
no, that's okay, it's all good.
Okay, I missed that.
Did I move too fast?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
You did.
Just a little ahead
It's
of
like,
us.
wait a minute,
Okay,
go
my
ahead.
There you go. How about you, Ms. Lopez?
No,
Nothing at all?
No questions
No.
on this now.
Thank you.
not on 13.4.
13.4, correct. We'll move on to 14.0, board business. 14.1, approval of authorized signature update.
Motion with the question?
We have a motion with a question. We have a second.
Second,
We have a motion with a question, second. And Mr. Alvarez, you have a question? Go ahead.
It says that you're updating, but then you've got somebody on there that's no longer here, is that correct?
what?
The signatures on that, is that correct? Removing it. I don't have that page. Okay.
You don't have any
Second
Nope,
page.
I don't have page 2. Okay, no worries, she's got it, we're good. You might have asked me about that, did you? Did you ask me about that
Okay,
page? You
that's
did, didn't you?
okay. It's one of those Tuesdays, I know.
It's summer.
It's Tuesday.
So we have a motion on the floor by Mr. Alvarez, second by Ms. Lopez. Board members have any other questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, that carries 5-0. Now 14.2, consideration of any item of members of the board wishes to have in future agenda or provide a rent update. Mr. Alvarez.
You know what, I would like to do is, the nursing program, I know we're trying to get something going there, maybe we can get a report on that, perhaps, how, a time schedule, if it's a year, a half year, you know, whatever it is. If we can get something on that, that'd be great.
Okay. You got that down?
Yes, I heard nursing program via CT Pathways High School.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Alvarez. Ms. Gomez?
I would like to have an update on where we are with the summer, or with our summer projects.
That's right.
So, if you have anything that you, have come across that might not be completed or anything, if you have anything to update us on for the next meeting.
That's
Yeah.
very good, Ms. Gomez.
Thank you. Thank you for going along with it.
Mr. Macareno?
Just an action item, to just get through this, the question in regards to the clerkship position, board policy, whatever it was, 1,000, whatever.
Okay. You got that, Mr. Mendez?
I heard clerk position board policy. Is that?
That's policy 900?
Mhm.
Yeah. And on that and clarification of that, Mr. Macareno, what did you want on that? You want more clarification on that, or?
Clarification, or if we need to take action in regard to waive the board rules so that we can be legit in terms of, you know, who's sitting in what positions. Right now, we're not, as far as I'm concerned, we're not, following the board rules, so, I guess I need clarification, and then if we, whatever comes from whoever, law firms you've talked to, then we take action, or no action, and we're okay, whatever, but I would just feel better about it.
Okay, maybe we can discuss that. You can swing that through our legal beagle, the ones that did the 900 series, and provide that question, and maybe they can give us that
And
An update.
or change the policy.
and/or change the
And/or
policy.
Or change the policy,
Sure.
one of the two.
Yeah, which is fine.
Good enough. Okay, you got that down?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Macareno, anything else?
No, that's it.
Ms. Lopez?
I would just like to make sure that we have, as soon as possible, a, board walkthrough of all the facilities, so we can see what's happening, what's not happening with our own eyes.
You wanna do this before the school starts or after school starts?
After school starts.
Good enough, okay. So-
We're meeting with our administrative team next week. We can bring that up as one of our homework items for Friday. And make sure we can present July 30th, where I can just send you an update via email.
And when are the summer projects completed? Okay. Yeah, might be want to get those, and that would be the walkthrough then. Okay.
So I think if you can come back with a couple of dates, that way we have
Maybe late September sometime?
September, yeah. Hopefully it's a little cooler also.
Why?
Yeah, for sure.
Little heat ain't gonna hurt you any?
The rain didn't hurt me any. and
Oh, right, then the
I
heat
didn't
ain't gonna
really
hurt you
do it,
any.
So,
I didn't even know.
So what I heard was board walkthrough, facilities walkthrough.
Sometime in September.
Few dates in September we can all agree on.
There you go.
thank you.
Anything else, Ms. Lopez?
That's it.
I don't have anything at this time. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to 15.0, business services. 51, approval of consulting service agreement between ISOM Advisors, a division of Urban Future Incorporation, and Farmersville Unified School District.
Move.
We have a motion on the floor.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Ms. Lopez, second by Mr. Alvarez. Is that correct?
Yes.
Board members have any question on this item? If not, all in favor say aye. All opposed, that carries 5-0. 17.0, future meeting dates, July 30th, 2024, and August 13th, 2024. Board members, you guys are okay with that?
Yes.
Good enough. We go to 19.0, policy administration regulation. 19.1, second reading, approval of board policy series 5,000 students.
Move.
We have a motion on the floor.
Second.
And a second. A motion on the floor by Ms. Lopez, second by Mr. Alvarez. Is that correct?
Yes.
That being said, board members have any questions? If not, all in favor say aye. All opposed, that carries 5-0. 19.2 is first reading of board policy series 7,000 facilities. We open that up at 7, look like 14, 7:18. Did you guys have time to go over this policy, board members?
Oh, yeah, I read
I'm
it
sure you
twice.
did over the weekend, right?
Well, this is,
At this time, we close at 7:19. We move on to 20.0, adjournment to closed session at 7, well, let me read this and I'll put the time of when we're gonna close. We go into closed session for conference, 20.1, conference with labor negotiation, GC 54957.6. It is the intention of the board to meet in closed session to review its position and instruct its designee, rep, agency designee, representative, Dr. Chavez, Mr. Mendez, name of organization, FTA and CSEA, management. 20.2, public employee, discipline dismissal, release complaint, government code 54957. 20.3, conference with legal counsel, anticipation litigation, significant exposure to litigation pursuant of subdivision D, 2, and E of section 54956-9, one case. 20.4, public employee appointment, interim superintendent. 20.5, conference with labor negotiation, board president John Vosper, negotiator Sal Hogan Jr., representing unrepresented employee, interim superintendent. Government code 20.6, government code section 54957-6, conference with labor negotiations, agency designee representative, assistant superintendent, unrepresented employee, chief business officer. At this time, we go into closed session at 7:20.
Admin, you guys are dismissed. You guys have a fantastic evening. Enjoy the rest of your summer evenings.
Was that this one right there?
No. That is,
I don't know if it's something that has to be amended during the board meeting, but this one said, approve lateral transfer, and that's a provision.
we have to bring it back to the 30th.
All right, see you later.
Yeah, if there's a need, will you send this to me?
Yeah.
Quick little snapshot, say, hey, as we
I sent it
discussed.
to you as a text.
Thank you. Is that what I was feeling?
Thank you for waiting. We go ahead and go into open session at, what does it say, right, 9:33? We go ahead and move on, 21.1, conference with labor negotiation, GC 54957.6. It is the intention of the board to meet in closed session to review the position and to instruct the designee rep, agency designated representative, Dr. Chavez, Mr. Mendez, name organization, FTA, CSEA management, no action taken. We go to 21.2, public employee discipline dismissal, release complaint, government code 54957. Is reapproval of separation termination of general release agreement in closed session by the vote, motion by Ms. Lopez, second by Mr. Alvarez, with members Vasquez, Lopez, Alvarez, and Gomez voting yes, with Mr. Macareno voting no. The board took action to approve the mutual separation agreement between the district and Dr. Chavez to terminate his contract as superintendent. In summary, Dr. Chavez is released as superintendent effective June 28, 2024, and will remain on paid administrative leave until he attains other employment or June 27, 2027. Whichever occurs first, he will receive the equivalent of 12 months' pay, health benefits as permitted by law, and waivers as released the district from any claims.
2025, right?
Pardon?
Until when?
Of what?
You
The
said 2027.
2025, I meant to say, excuse me. Thank you for correcting that for me.
Couple years more south.
That shocked me.
Man,
My heart
I
attack.
shocked myself there, huh? We go to 21.3, conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, significant exposure of litigation pursuant of subdivision D, 2, and C of action, of section 54956.9, one case, no action taken. We go to 21.4, public employee appointment entrance superintendent.
Move.
21.4, in closed action, we have a motion by Ms. Lopez,
Second?
second by Mr. Alvarez, with members Vasquez, Macareno, Lopez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Just make a quote that Vasquez, Macareno, Lopez, Alvarez, and
Gomez.
Vasquez and Gomez all approved it. The board took action to appoint Mr. Manuel Mendez as interim superintendent effective July 16, 2024. No action was taken regarding any adjustment of pay. The board would consider that at a future regular board meeting. We move on to 21.5, conference of labor negotiations. Board President John Vasquez, negotiator Sal Hogan Jr., unrepresented employment term superintendent, no action taken. 21.6, Government Code Section 54957-6, conference with labor negotiation, agency designated representative, Assistant Superintendent Manuel Mendez, representing the employee chief business officer, no action taken. Did I cover everything, board?
Yes. sir.
Thank you for that. At this time, we go to 22.0, adjournment at 9:36.
Move.
We have a motion on the floor.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Ms. Lopez, second by Mr. Alvarez to adjourn this meeting. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, it carries 5-0.